Conviction in the Chandra Levy murder case is in question tonight.
Today in the Chandra Levy murder trial, CBS News.
Of Capitol Hill intern Chandra Levy wants a new trial.
Kevin, the case of missing intern Chandra Levy rocked Capitol Hill back in 2001.
How does a 24 years old intern vanish from the national capital? And why did innocent man spend years in a prison for her murder?
Investigators, meanwhile, say this is a death investigation, not a murder investigation, at least not yet. They still have to figure out how and when Chandra Levy died.
In 2010, Ingmar Goandiko was sentenced to 60 years for killing Chandra Levy. 6 years later, the conviction was vacated, and in 2017, he was deported. To this day, no one has been held accountable. Chandra Ann Levy was born on April 14, 1977, in Cleveland, Ohio. Her parents, Robert and Susan Levy, later settled the family in Modesto, California. Friends recall her as driven and compassionate. At Grace M. Davis High School, she stood out for her determination. She set her sight on a public service early. Chandra studied journalism at San Francisco State University. She interned at the California Bureau of Secondary Education, then in the office of Los Angeles Mayor Richard Riordan. Each role strengthened her resolve to serve. Driven to make a difference, she began a master's degree in public administration at the University of Southern California. Those who knew her say she always dreamed of working in Washington. Their image reminds us Chandra was more than a headline. She was a daughter, a student, and an aspiring public servant. In October 2000, Chandra moved from Washington for a covered internship at the Federal Bureau of Prisons. Imagine arriving here, full of promise, ready to embark on a career in a public service. For Chandra, this city represents both opportunity on the next step toward her lifelong dream. Assigned to the press office, she quickly earned a reputation as hardworking and professional staffer. Her academic license expired earlier than planned, but she intended to fly home to Modesto in early May 2001 to collect her diploma. On April 23, Chandra completed her internship. She called her landlord and said she would vacate her apartment by May 5 or 6. On April 30, she canceled her gym membership and was seen leaving around 7 p.m. Back home, she searched the web for flights and drove through Rock Creek Park. At 12:24 p.m. on May 1st, she logged off for computer for her last time. After that, there were no more digital traces. Neighbors later reported hearing a scream around 4:30 a.m. on the day she vanished. Police responded but couldn't determine the source. That unexplained cry is one of the haunting details that still lingers in this case. On May 2, her landlord phoned her several times, but no answer. Days later, still unable to reach her, her parents called DC police.
We really hope that she's alive. We know under the circumstances doesn't seem likely, but as parents we have to maintain that hope.
When officer entered this building, everything appeared ordinary. 2 suitcases, open and ready, her ID and phone untouched, credit cards neatly placed. There was no sign of struggle. She had simply vanished. Police found Chandra's apartment undisturbed. Her passport, credit card, phone, and suitcase weren't left behind. A blinking answering machine held messages from family and friends, and 2 from Congressman Gary Condit. On May 6, Robert Levy called the Condit household. The congressman, instead, he barely knew Chandra and that he had given her career advice.
Congressman Condit, do you know what happened to Chandra Levy?
No, I do not.
But Robert already knew of the affair and released Candide was lying. Robert told detectives about their relationship on May 7. Under media pressure, Candide admitted the affair.
Did you have anything to do with her disappearance?
No, I didn't.
Gary Candide was a powerful Democrat known as a Blue Dog, conservative. During the Clinton-Levinsky scandal, he demanded moral accountability from the president. Now, he was entangled in a scandal of his own. Although police maintained Candide was not a suspect, the combination of his affair and initial dishonesty fueled public suspicion. He refused to take a police polygraph but passed one administered privately. In television interviews, he dodged questions, repeating that he was not involved.
Did you have anything to do with her disappearance?
No, I didn't.
Did you say anything or do anything that could have caused her to drop out of sight?
You know, Chandra and I never had a crossword.
Do you have any idea if there was anyone who wanted to harm her?
No.
In 2002, after a relentless media campaign, Candide lost his re-election bid. The focus on his scandal diverted attention from other leads. Gary Candide's public persona and private life were starkly different. The son of Baptist minister, he cultivated an image of a purist. In Sacramento, however, he embraced the hard-painting political culture. Colleagues recalled that he favored expensive Italian suits and maintained multiple romantic relationships. A former staffer described him as a Mr. Bible who hypocritically chased women while judging others. This hypocrisy extended to national politics. During the Clinton impeachment hearings, Candide publicly demanded that every detail of President Bill Clinton's affair with Monica Lewinsky be aired for the public. He also backed efforts to the post of the Ten Commandments in a public spaces and styled himself a guardian of conservative values. Yet, when reporters asked about his own affair with Chandra Levy, he initially denied and later refused to discuss it.
New reports are surfacing tonight about the relationship between a missing Washington intern and her U.S. congressman from California.
Media outlets seized of the contrast between his sentimental rhetoric and private behavior, making him the scandal focal point. Inside California Capitol, Candide was known for his ambition and his desire to emulate Assembly Speaker Willie Brown. Observers joked that he tried to keep us with Willie, not only in political influence, but also in a fashion and romantic conquest. Back home, he portrayed himself as a devoted husband and father, but in Sacramento, he led what one journalist called a double life. Rock Creek Park covers more than 1,700 acres. Early searches focused only on roads and a popular path. Police missed an isolated ravine not far from the trail. Investigators failed to collect security camera footage from her gym before it was overwritten and erased browser data on her computer, erasing digital clues. On May 22, 2002, over the year after she vanished, a man walking his dog discovered a skull in a remote area of the park.
The identification was made through dental records. The manner and cause of death is still pending.
Police later confirmed it was a Chandra. Detectives inadvertently wiped important data when they examined Chandra's laptop. Their actions deleted her search history and delayed efforts to trace her online activity. Miscommunication also narrowed the search. Officers thought they were supposed to stay within 100 yards of the roads and ignored the park's trails, leaving large sections untouched.
Things of Northwest Washington. It is not, they say, that they've concluded that Chandra Levy, in fact, has met foul play. They just want to exhaust all possibilities.
The police are just looking everywhere for Chandra. They're looking at warehouses and airports.
The thoroughness of the original search was further questionable when the private investigators returned to the area and by the simple raking leaves discovered one of the Chandra femur bones. The discovery underscored how easily key evidence could have been missed. Search teams had walked within 100 yards of his ravine, but due an overly narrow search strategy, they never checked. Her remains lay here for 13 months. Years later, police focus shifted to Ingmar Guandico, an undocumented Salvadoran immigrant. He was already serving 10 years for 2 knife-point attacks on a female joggers in a Rock Creek Park on May 14 and July 1 in 2001. In 2009, prosecutors charged him with killing Chandra. Their case rested heavily on testimony from a jailhouse informant, Armando Morales, who claimed Guandico confessed to grabbing her and dragging her off a trail. In 2010, jurors convicted Guandico of a first-degree felony murder. He was sentenced for 16 years in a prison.
Now, Guandico would be at least 80 years old before he could first be released. The judge sentencing him said he wanted to make sure if he lived long enough to be released that he would not be a danger to society. Guandico's lawyers now have 30 days to appeal.
No physical evidence tied Guandico to the crime. The conviction hinged on the M&A story and the inference the serial attacker would strike again. In 2013, defense lawyers learned the government had concluded that Morales expected reduced punishment in exchange for his testimony. He later recanted, and imperial court ordered a new trial.
No matter what the evidence is, I don't have my daughter.
In 2016, prosecutors admit they could no longer prove Guandico killed Chandra. All charges was dismissed. He was deported in May 2017. In 2025, a DC appeals court placed prosecutor Amanda Hines on probation for withholding evidence. The legal case against Guandico collapsed, but clearing him didn't identify the killer. For Chandra family, the uncertainty remained.
I only wish that we can get the right person in, whoever did what happened to my daughter.
Despite decades of investigation, the case still holds mystery. A DNA sample found on Chandra's leggings came from an unidentified male. Not much has been made. A detective inadvertently erased her computer's browsing history, deleting possible clues. Days before she vanished, Chandra left a voicemail for her aunt hinting at big news. Wherever she meant remains unknown. Her apartment was tidy, valuables untouched. Did she leave voluntarily? Was she meeting someone? Or was she forced? For Robert and Susan Levy, the wounds still raw. They live this life sentence without a daughter. Susan said they have devoted themselves to helping other families of missing person while still seeking answer. Chandra Levy's story is a cautionary tale about investigator missteps, media frenzy, and unsolved grief. Decades later, the case is officially open. Justice has yet to be served. Somewhere out of there, someone knows what happened.